All right. Give me a second, guys. Every time you reboot, Windows Modules installer will come on, and it will eat up your CPU. All right. Got that turned off. I see I got an IM here. Give me. I don't see anything up here. I don't know if Constant you were IMing me, but I don't see any IMs up here. All right, guys. Let's have at it. Again, sorry. Let me adjust the camera back to somewhat where I think I had it before. Alrighty. So the top half that we put down, we got all the paper. Faedo, Peterson, Campusano, Mitchell, Cooper, House, Mahan, Murphy, McClure, Clemens, Quantrill, Tarnock, Rackett, Tillo, Perez, Jones, Lewis, Solak, Zook, Craig, and Lux. The rest be paper. Top half, which always seems to be a little bit more fun. We got Waters, Warmoth, Adele, Mackenzie Gore, and Hans Kraus is our first color of anything. It's a silver paper, 194 to 499. Refractors, Pearson, Adams, Busby, and Gonzalez. Kyle Wright insert. Joe Perez blue, 35 out of 150 on Joe Perez. Ramos Gonzalez, and our first auto, Ryan Valade for the Rockies. Class of 2017. And that's number 37 out of 250. Holy crap, it sounds like a good day for you, love it. Kingery, Benson, Anderson, Peralta, and Whitley. More paper. Refractors on the end, Tarnock, Rackett, Tillo, and Perez. I can't help you with commercials. I think you got to pay for a VIP to not get that. We got paper. Hura, Schmidt, Hunt, Pearson, Adams, Busby, Gonzalez, Freeman, Jimenez, Ramos, Merrill, Tate, Hayward, Keller, Gutierrez, Manning, Diaz, Thompson, Kaboom, Perdomo, Morgan. Got that in one breath. The rest is paper. Bunch of paper. Brendan McKay, Fairchild, Doyle, Harrison, and Netzer. Refractors, Scherf, Cease, D.L. Hall, and J.B. Bukowskis. We've got a green Busby. The only auto so far was a class of 2017 Ryan Valade in that first pack. 25 out of 99. Adam Hasley for the Phillies, and then Freddie Tarnock, Bowman 70th. And that is 3 of 200. Shane Baz and Steve Jennings, and we've got Caden Lemons, refractor auto. And that is 168 out of 499. Colby Allard, Kirtley, Puckett, and Brendan Rodgers. Paper. Refractors, Medina, Puck, Stewart, and Carlson. So as I was saying before, my audio apparently wasn't working. Tomorrow night we have a 2-case player break again. Working on something to do a bigger break and add some fun shit to it. Just haven't had time to really work out all the details on my end yet. But hopefully I'll have something more concrete by the beginning of next week. Seth Elledge, Kevin Smith, Caden Lemons, Brian Miller, Brendan Little, Adam Hasley, Kopech, Vientos, Solomon, Brody, Sheffield, Diaz, Clifton, Ortiz, Ivy, Watley, Bichette, Lindsay, Tavares, Urseg, Friedel. Gavin Sheets, Joe Perez, Taylor Walls, Charlie Barnes. We got a Nick Allen silver paper for the A's. 309 out of 499. Brendan McKay, Stuart Fairchild, Tommy Doyle, KJ Harrison on your refractors. Jorge Mateo, Kyle Wright and Drew Waters, and Hagen Danner for the Blue Jays. While the break's going on tomorrow night, we have some eBay auctions ended too for lots of 2017 draft paper color and chrome color too. Henderson, Bremer, Rios, Chang, Trammell, and Armenteros. Refractors, Sheffield, Diplin, Kingery, and Benson. Got a lot of leftover chrome as well from unsold spots and unpaid spots up for auction tomorrow night as well. About 1,700 cards in there, and I actually broke it down to count by player, so I can make an educated bid on that one. Beck, Rogers, Lang, Valade, Crow, Heatherly, Stratman, Hawk, Brannon, Holmes, Carlson, Sedlock, Tejada, Mills, Remy, Medina, Puck, Stewart, Carlson, Sheffield, and Diplin. Matajevic, Varsho, Dunnan, Kanan Smith, Troy Bacon. Refractors, Netzer, Hura, Schmidt, Blake Hunt, Nick Senzel, insert, and Ryan Valade, purple. Purple paper, Ryan Valade. 116 of 250. Dylan Canning, Barry Larkin, and a purple Lincoln Hensman. Lincoln Hensman purple. That is 175 of 250. Smith, Mateo, Perez, Tatis. Anderson, Peralta, Whitley, and Quantrill. Kyle Wright, Canning, Hall, Lothar, Allen, Corey, Hensman, Otto, Danner, Melendez, Lutz, Ibanez, Stefan, Waddell, Soto, Gurriel, Reagans, Guerrero, Pace, Becerra, and Tucker. The rest is paper. Grab my Red Bull out of the corner there before it gets boxed in by Chrome. Martin, Rooker, White, and Baz. Your refractors, Freeman, Jimenez, Ramos, and Merrill. Tatis Jr. insert, and Freddie Tarnock purple chrome. 95 at 250. Schmidt and Sauer, and here's a Kevin Smith base auto for the Blue Jays. Pettit, Torres, Cease, Reed, and Gerardo. Paper. Jones, Lewis, Solak, and Zook refractors rounding that out. On to box number 2. Again, guys, I apologize for the audio issue to start this. Getting off the ground a little late. Later than I wanted to anyway. Got another case of this Super Jumbo coming next week. Varsho, Dunand, Smith, Bacon, Beck, Rogers, Lang, Vlade, Crow, Heatherly, Smith, Mateo, Perez, Tatis, Sedlock, Tejada, Mills, Remy, Medina, Puck, and Stewart. Rest is paper. Top half. Kopech, Vientos, Solomon, Brody, Matajevic, Tanner Houck refractor, Smith refractor, Royce Lewis refractor, Hans Krause, and Jacob Hayward. Blue paper. 129 out of 150. We've got Jake Berger insert, and here's a Gavin Sheets. Blue refractor. 12 out of 150. Evan White and Sam Carlson, and Luis Camposano. Gold Wave. Number on that is 40 of 50 for Luis Campusano. Lindsay, Tavares, Urseg, and Friedel. Bunch of paper. Armenteros, Sheffield, Diaz, and Clifton. Rounding it out. Rooker, White, Baz, Wright, Canning, Wall, Lothar, Allen, Corey, Hensman, Torres, Cease, Reed, Gerardo, Ibanez, Stefan, Waddell, Soto, Gurriel, Reagans, and Vlad Jr. Paper. Mahan, Murphy, McClure, Clemens, Martin, Marinin, Usselton, Ellis, Downs, Brennan McKay, and here's a purple Joe Adell. Joe Adell, purple paper. Going out to the Angels spot. 249 of 250. Hasley and Howard. Jeter. Here's DL Hall, blue. And that is 36 out of 150. Solak, Zook, Craig, and Lux. Refractors, Lindsay, Tavares, Urseg, and Friedel. You guys can still hear me, right? My audio didn't take crap again, did it? All's good. All right. Carlson, Waters, Warmoth, Adele, Gore, Faedo, Peterson, Campusano, Mitchell, Cooper, House, Anderson, Peralta, Whitley, Quantrill, Tarnock, Rackett, Tillo, Perez, Jones, and Lewis. Strotman, Hawk, Brannon, Holmes. Here's Austin Beck, silver paper. 254 out of 499. Enlow, Gaddis, Case, and De La Tour refractors. Gleyber Torres, Gore, Campusano, and here's Kevin Merrill. That was an A's pack. Kevin Merrill, base auto. Boggs, Carlson, Sheffield, Diplin, Kingery, and Benson. Ortiz, Ivy, Watley, and Bichette refractors. Now, let me just check here, see if I got an IM. Pearson, Houck, Smith, Lewis, Krause, Enlow, Gaddis, Case, De La Tour, Marinan, Usselton, Dalbec, Greer, Hurst, Lugo, Dunn, Gordon, Pint, Hillman, Ward, and Ray. The rest is paper. Otto, Danner, Melendez, Lutz. Here's Mackenzie Gore. Silver paper. That is 23 of 499. Mackenzie Gore. Bubba Thompson, Jake Berger, Anderson Espinoza, and Corey Abbott refractors. Joe Adele and Desmond Lindsay for the Mets. Gold refractor. That is 4 of 50. Let's leave that up in a second. Piskowskis and Martin. Here's a Derek Jeter refractor. Going out to that Yankees spot. 192 out of 250. And a Mackenzie Gore auto for the Pods. Page, Becerra, Tucker, and Jeffries. Smith, Mateo, Perez, and Tatis refractors. Espinoza, Abbott, Tabor, Gonzalez, Clement, Robertson, Scherf, Cease, Hall, Bukowskis, Oki, Maitan, Williams, McKenzie, Wong, Siebold, Newman, Alonso, Toussaint, Acuna, and Colomb. Paper. Ellis, Downs, Thompson, Berger, Refractors, Tabor, Gonzalez, Clement, Robertson, Mackenzie Gore insert, and here's Justin Dunn purple. 80 out of 250. Lewis and Rooker, here's Tommy Doyle auto. It's a base auto. Halliday, Rutherford, Hanson, Dunning, Stash Duhar. Sedlock, Tejada, and Mills, and Remy. Give me a second, guys, while I put this paper in a box so it doesn't fall all over the place. The stacks get big quickly. All right, box number 3, first pack. Focus in, please. Thank you. Valade, Crow, Heatherly, Stratman, Hawk, Brandon Holmes, Carlson, Waters, Warmouth, Mills, Remy, Medina, Puck, Stewart, Carlson, Sheffield, Diplin, Kingery, Benson, and Anderson. Bacon, Beck, Rogers, and Lang. Refractors, Dunand, Smith, Bacon, and Beck. Brendan McKay. Here's a Colby Allard purple. That is 115 of 250. Beck and Merrill. Here's Dylan Busby for the Pirates. Base auto. You need Jeter Downs? I'd like to see Jeter Downs. Randy Johnson, Perez, Tatis, Sedlock, and Tejada. Jeffries, Dalbec, Greer, and Hurst. Sort of season here. I thought that paper was damaged at first, but it's not. It's just the way it's colored on the edge. Gonzalez, Clement, Robertson, Scherf, Cease, Hall, Bukowskis, McKay, Fairchild, Doyle, Harrison, Wong, Siebold, Newman, Alonso, Toussaint, Acuna, Colomb, Allard, Kirtley, and Puckett. Espinoza, Abbott, Tabor, Riley Mahan silver paper for the Marlins. You know what, Constant? I don't know. 343. 343 out of 399 on that one. Elledge, Smith, Lemons, and Miller. Here's an Ernie Clement auto. It's a base. Looks like we got another auto coming in this box, or in this pack, rather. It's always a good sign. Eloy Jimenez, Brendan McKay, and it's Brendan McKay. Look at that. That was a nice hit for you. If you got the Rays spot tonight, Brendan McKay. It's a base auto. Tomei, Stajuar, Oki, Maytam, Williams, McKenzie. Reed, Gerardo, Ibanez, and Stephan are your refractors. Adams, Busby, Gonzalez, Freeman, Jimenez, Ramos, Merrill, Sheets, Perez, Walls, Keller, Gutierrez, Manning, Diaz, Thompson, Kaboom, Perdomo, Morgan, Bremer, Rios, and Chang. And deep breath. Netzer, Hira, Schmidt, Hunt, and Pearson. Refractors, Little, Hasley, Kopech, Vientos. Pavin Smith insert. Here's purple Riley Adams for the Blue Jays spot. 203 out of 250. Yeah, he must have signed like 2,000 cards. Here's Bobby Dalbec, Bowman 70th for the Red Sox. 193 of 200. Hira and Lutz, Ryan Sandberg, and Joe Perez, refractor. Number on that is 281 out of 499. Rogers, Tate, and Hayward. Waddell, Soto, Gurriel, and Reagans. So you guys, probably get into more breaks and have an opportunity to look more often than I do. Are a lot of people still breaking Bowman draft? Paper. Enlow, Gaddis, Case, De La Torre, Marinan, Uston, Ellis, Downs, Thompson, Berger, Hurst, Lugo, Dunn, Gordon, Pint, Hillman, Ward, Ray, Rutherford, Hanson, and Dunning. Oh, are a lot of other guys out there still breaking Bowman draft on a regular basis? Pearson, Houck, Smith, Lewis, and Krause. Refractors, Sheets, Perez, Walls, and Barnes. For the Indians, Tristan McKenzie, blue paper. 143 out of 150. Acuna insert. Drew Strotman for Tampa Bay. It's a green. That is 17 out of 99. Pavin Smith and Drew Ellis. Carlton Fisk and Joe Perez again. This time it's a blue wave. $52 out of 150. What are you looking for a case of, Love It? One of these? Bowman Chrome Break. How'd that go? Craig, Lux, Torres, and Cease. Yeah, I was just curious, you know, if this is still a lot of guys whipping drafts, been out for a month. I know this is kind of a down week for product releases in general, but didn't know if people were still doing this or they're focusing more on the basketball and football stuff. I'll see what I can do for you, love it. I've got some coming in. I just got to check when they're supposed to get here. Send me an email, crackenwaxllc@gmail.com. Love it. And we can talk tomorrow. During the day, I can message you. Miller, Little, Hasley, Kopech, Vientos, Solomon, Brody, Matajevic, Varsho, Dunand, Smith, Ortiz, Ivy, Watley, Bichette, Lindsay, Tavares, Urseg, Friedel, Will Smith, and Jorge Mateo. And paper. Charlie Barnes, Seth Elledge, Kevin Smith, Caden Lemons. Here's an Alex Lang for the Cubs, silver paper. 6 out of 499. Solomon, Brody, Matajevic, Varsho refractors. Keston Hiura. Here's a blue Alex Lang. That is 101 out of 150. Berger and Sheets. And here's Keston Hiura for the Brewers. It's a base auto. Trammell, Armenteros, Sheffield, Diaz, and Clifton. Bunch of paper. Refractors, Guerrero, Page, Becerra, and Tucker. Un momento, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Just check on something real quick. Best card so far. Maybe that Hura. Nah, Brendan McKay. Probably Brendan McKay or Campusano. Gold wave. Who you got, Lunchmate? You need a Wong? Try and get you a Wong, brother. Solomon, Brody, Matajevic, Varsho, Dunand, Smith, Bacon, Beck, Rogers, Lang, Bichette, Lindsay, Tavares, Urseg, Friedel, Smith, Mateo, Perez, Tatis, Sedlock, and Tejada. Rest there is paper. The pods, all right. Did you see what you got in the pods so far? Miller, Little, Hasley, Kopech, Vientos, Mahan refractor, Murphy refractor, McClure, and Clemens refractors. Here's a green paper, Brendan McKay. There he is. There you go. Focus in on that. Yeah. I'll do a recap at the end unless you want to see it right now after I finish this pack. Burger. Here's Peter Solomon. Blue refractor. You let me know, Lunchmate. 4 out of 150. Baz and Jennings. Here's a Jake Burger. Purple. 247 out of 250 on Jake Burger. All right, let me pull that up for you in a minute. Clifton, Ortiz, Ivy, and Watley. Acuna, Colomb, Allard, and Kirtley. All right. Well, I already got the cards in my hand, so you're going to have to deal with seeing the Campusano now. Centering might be off just a tad left to right, top to bottom, but otherwise, pretty fresh card, dude. Congrats on the hit. Otto, Danner, Melendez, Lutz, Pearson, Hauk, Smith, Lewis, Kraus, Enlow, Gaddis, Page, Becerra, Tucker, Jeffries, Dahlbeck, Greer, Hurst, Lugo, Dunn, and Gordon. Lothar, Allen, Corey, Hensman. Here's a Tanner Houck, silver paper. That is 433 out of 499. Nick Allen, Seth Corey, Hensman, and Auto Refractors. Joe Adell insert. Alec Hansen. Bowman 70th, 67 out of 200. Ramos and Gonzalez. Here's Morgan Cooper for the Dodgers. Base auto. Waddell, Soto, Gurriel, Reagans, Vlad Jr. Get this paper out of here. Thompson, Kaboom, Perdomo, and Joey Morgan refractors. You got it, brother. Still want to pull that Wong for you. Just make sure you're typing an O. No, nay, I'm not going to pull any Wangs. We don't do that at Crack and Wax. Strutman, Hawk, Brannon, Holmes, Carlson, Waters, Warmoth, Adele, Gore, Faedo, Peterson, Carlson, Sheffield, Diplin, Kingery, Benson, Anderson, Peralta, Whitley, Quantrill, Tarnock. And paper. Vlade, Crow, Heatherly. Here's Faedo, silver paper, 147 out of 499. Martin, Rooker, White, Baz, Glaber Torres, Kyle Wright and Drew Waters, and a Glaber Torres refractor. That is 100 of 250. Nice hit. Thought it was an auto at first. Matajevic for the Stros. Henderson, Mills, Remy, Medina, Puck, Stewart. Puckett, Rogers, Tate, and Hayward. The thing I like the most about doing the team style breaks is, I'm not left with any, just unsold players and cards I got to worry about storing. I can just keep it moving. I have from tons of breaks, just stuff scattered everywhere. I've got 17 Bowman, I've got 17 Bowman Chrome, 15 best, I've got 17 best, I've got a little bit of 16 best, I've got just base everywhere. Murphy, McClure, Clemens, Martin, Rooker, White, Baz, Wright, Canning, Hall, Lewis, Solak, Zook, Craig, Lux, Torres, Cease, Reed, Gerardo, Ibanez, and Stefan. We got 14 Bowman. Bowman draft, that is. If anybody needs anything and wants to buy just bulk, let me know. Campusano, Mitchell, Cooper, House, Mahan, Wright, Canning, Hall, and Luther are refractors. McKay insert. Here's Mason House. That's a purple paper. It's got a little, it's not even like a ding. I don't know. It's weird. The camera picks it up in the light. That top left. But Mason House, 132 out of 250. Adele Canning, Barry Larkin, and Brian Miller for the Marlins spot. Blue, 148 out of 150. Blue Marlin. Racket, Tillo, Perez, and Jones. How do you guys feel about maybe a 10 case break of this? Keller, Gutierrez, Manning, Diaz. By this I mean a mix of super jumbo and regular jumbos. I haven't done anything bigger than a 2 case break. And I think it would be cool as hell to do 10 cases and have a bunch of giveaways. I'm talking like autographed jerseys and shit. Maybe some baseballs of prospects. Talk to my buddy over at Player Direct and see what he's got in stock. Ellis, Downs, Thompson, Berger, Espinoza, Abbott, Tabor, Gonzalez, Clement, Robertson, Rutherford, Hanson, Dunning, Stajduhar, Oki, Maytan, Williams, McKenzie, Wong, Siebold, and Newman. He's had exclusives on some of the better prospects and major leaguers over the last couple of years. So Brad Zimmer, Bregman, Maytan, Acuna. He just signed Helio Ramos. Maybe we can get some baseballs from him and give those away. Half cases suck. You're sick of them? Half cases do suck. But your odds are awesome with 10 cases. Case, De La Tour, Marin, Usselton, Danner, Melendez, Lutz, and Pearson refractors. Mackenzie Gore and TJ Zook. Purple for the Blue Jays. 164 out of 250. Schmidt and Sauer, and here's Riley Mahan, another Marlin. My only concern is cost on my end. Prices have been going up. The case I got of this tonight. Hold on 1 second. Pettit, Pint, Hillman, Ward, and Ray. I ordered a case last week, and it's still not here of this. Bremer, Rios, Chang, and Trammell. And I paid $205 more for this case than I paid for the case I got last week. Yeah, I mean, I had to pay full retail on this. Even my contact, um, where I usually buy in a pinch, was out of town and couldn't give me quote unquote breaker pricing. Brendan McKay, Fairchild, Doyle, Harrison, Netzer, Hura, Schmidt, Hunt, Pearson, Adams, Busby, Allard, Kirtley, Puckett, Rogers, Tate, Hayward, Keller, Gutierrez, Manning, and Diaz. I'm picking up cases tomorrow morning of Prism basketball, blasters, and the 24-pack retail box. We're going to take them to the office tomorrow and rip them and submit for grading because that shit is apparently super duper hot. Alex Scherf, Christopher Cease, D.L. Hall, and Bukowskis, Tanner Houck, Pavin Smith, Royce Lewis, and Hans Kraus refractors. Here's Scott Hurst blue paper. There we go. Adam Hasley. Here's Stu Fairchild green refractor. That is 94 out of 99. Pavin Smith and Drew Ellis. Carlton Fisk on his head. Covered up Cole Brannon refractor. Is this cat any good? 308 out of 499. 63rd overall pick. Yeah, prison basketball is really hot. If you can find it in Target or Walmart, I mean, you can snatch it up and do pretty well just ripping it yourself or flipping it on eBay or to somebody else. Alonzo, Toussaint, Acuna, and Colombe. I've opened about $1,200 worth in the last 2 weeks. But I got some big cards, too. I mean, Armenteros, Sheffield, Diaz, and Clifton. And I got colors of Fultz, Alonzo Ball, Malik Monk, Markkanen. Most of the top guys, I pulled their silver refractors, which sells for ridiculous money. Just got to get them graded now. Kuzma. Carlson, Waters, Warmoth, Adele, Gore, Faedo, Peterson, Campusano, Mitchell, Cooper, Kingery, Benson, Anderson, Peralta, Whitley, Quantrill, Tarnok, Rackett, Tillo, Perez, and Jones. Strotman, Hawk, Brannon, and Holmes. Seth Corey Silver. 10 out of 499. You guys collect Top Series 1 when it comes out every year? Bubba Thompson, Berger, Espinoza, and Abbott. Kyle Wright. Wilmer Becerra Blue. 70th. 183 of 200. Berger and Sheets. There's Jeter Downs. Somebody wanted Jeter Downs. Was that you, Lovett? Or was that Lunchmaid? No, Lunchmaid's got the pods. Jeter Downs, base auto. Dead centered. You got it, dude. Lunchmaid, you always do Series 1? Puck, Stewart, Carlson, Sheffield, and Diplin. Paper. Smith, Mateo, Perez, and Tatis Jr. Refractors. There you go. I'll tell you what, Lunchmaid, I have 2 cases of Hobby, and I've got 2 cases of jumbos coming in. And I really just took them so that I could get my allocation numbers up. So if you're interested in cases, I can get you a price on that. Merrill, Sheets, Perez, Walls, Barnes, Elledge, Smith, Lemons, Miller, Little, Rios, Chang, Trammell, Armenteros, Sheffield, Diaz, Clifton, Ortiz, Ivy, Watley, and Bichette. Paper. Oh, nice. Gonzalez, Freeman, Jimenez, Heliot Ramos. There's a silver Jake Berger. 256 out of 499. Yeah, breaks definitely make sense for guys. I mean, you look at some of the numbers that people pay, you know, for single cards, and after you watch enough of these breaks or do enough of them, you realize that buying a player break 2 cases, your odds are pretty damn good to get what you need to break even. And I think someone said last week that it all balances out in the end. I mean, you might buy into a couple breaks in a row and skunk. Then all of a sudden you hit 2 breaks in a row and you got all your money back and then some. Enlow, Gaddis, Case, and De La Tour. Jorge Mateo, Brendan McKay, and Taylor Walls. Drew Waters for the Braves. Bowman Chrome, draft best Topps Chromes prices. I can do that, Justin. Drew Waters is a base. Send me an email and remind me of everything that you guys want if you're looking for case prices. And I'll check what I have coming in and, you know, give you what I can do. Topps Chrome, are you looking for 2017, Justin? Jim Thome, David Thompson, Carter Kaboom, Perdomo, Morgan, and Bremer. If you're looking for 2017 Topps Chrome, I am picking some up on Friday. Ortiz, Ivy, Watley, and Bichette. If you're interested in Topps Chrome, I've got 5 boxes of hobby and 4 jumbo boxes that I'm picking up on Friday. And if you want to send me an email, I can give you prices tonight after the break if I can get around to it, or I can just do it tomorrow. Matajevic, Varsho, Dunnan, Smith, Bacon, Beck, Rogers and Lang, Valade, Crow, Heatherly, Friedel, Smith, Mateo, Perez, Tatis, Sedlock, Tejada, Mills, Remy, and Medina. Because I could have those out for you on Saturday morning. I'm getting them on my way home from work on Friday. You got for the person who bought all the paper, there's a Quentin Holmes. It's dinged up here on the corner. I've got a bunch. I'll throw a couple from my personal paper stash in to make up for that card. It was likely packed that way. Hasley, Kopech, Vientos, Solomon, Brody, Marinin, Usselton, Ellis, and Downs refractors. Senzel. Here's Dalton Varsho, purple paper. 25 out of 250. Tyler Freeman. Blue, 83 out of 150. Hura and Lutz, Ryan Sandberg, and here's Blaine Enlow for the Twins. Green refractor. 72 of 99. Lindsay, Tavares, and Urseg. Lindsay, Tavares, Urseg. All right, last pack of box number 5. Good luck at this, because then we got one box left. Casey Clemens, Corbin Martin, Rooker, White, Baz, Wright, Canning, Hall, Lothar, Allen, Corey, Lux, Torres, Cease, Reed, Gerardo, Ibanez, Stephan, Waddell, Soto, Gurriel Jr. And paper. Back to the 10 case break thing. What I'm looking at is all the prices on eBay that have been paid and kind of come up with a medium price and put it up for 5 days on my website. After 5 days, what hasn't sold, send to eBay auction and then break. So it'd be listed for about 10 days, no different than a 10-day eBay auction, because that's what I would do either way. But that's what I'm looking at going towards. House, Mahan, Murphy, McClure, Tabor, Gonzalez, Clement, and Robertson. Fernando Tatis Jr., Scott Hurst Purple, 194 out of 250. And the reason I want to do it through my website first is because I just don't want to get into any bullshit with listing giveaways on eBay and having them come slap my hand. Beck and Merrill. Here's Zach Kirtley for the Cardinals. Haven't seen one of his autos come out in a while, it feels like. That's a base. Johnson, Lewis, Solak, Zook, and Craig. Yeah, I got a couple Bradley Zimmer baseballs here right now. Sedlock, Tejada, Mills, and Remy. To throw in his giveaways, and like I said, I can get some other cool stuff at the drop of a hat to throw in the mix as well. I was thinking probably, since it's a 10 case break, give away 10 things between baseballs, jerseys, maybe some graded cards. And I'm sitting on some graded cards as well. Zach Kirtley's from La Jolla. It says Highland on the card. Oh, Zimmer is. Ooh, we got a plate in this one. I just saw some silver. We got a plate coming. We pulled a Mackenzie Gore plate auto last week or the week before. I think it was the week before. Pretty sick card. It was the black plate auto. Cal Mitchell, Morgan Cooper, Mason House, Mahan, Murphy, McClure, Clemens, Martin, Rooker, White, Baz, Rackett, Tillo, Perez, Jones, Lewis, Solak, Zook, Craig, Lux, and Torres. The rest is paper. Good luck. I see that right there. You can see the edge of the plate. Adele, Gore, Faedo, Peterson, Camposano, Rogers refractor, Lang refractor, Valade refractor, Will Crow, and here's a Cole Brennan black printing plate, non-auto. That is for the Bowman Chrome. Cole Brennan for the Red Sox. Very nice. Maytan. Here's a Trevor Clifton. Blue Bowman 70th. 51 out of 200. Evan White and Sam Carlson. Here's a gold Kevin Merrill. A gold Kevin Merrill. Wasn't expecting that. What a pack. What a pack. We got a printing plate and a gold in the same pack. Merrill, 28 out of 50. Peralta, Whitley, Quantrill, and Tarnock. Paper. Lugo, Dunn, Gordon, and Pint. De La Tour, Marinan, Usselton, Ellis, Downs, Thompson, Berger, Espinoza, Abbott, Tabor, Gonzalez, Pint, Hillman, Ward, Ray, Rutherford, Hanson, Dunning, Stajuar, Oakey, and Maitan. Lewis, Kraus, Enlow, Gaddis, Case, Holmes, Carlson, Waters, and Warmoth refractors. Clark Schmidt, MJ Melendez, purple paper, 12 out of 250. Hasley and Howard, Jeter, and here's Brian Miller, refractor auto. Hurst, Lugo, Dunn, and Gordon. Paper. Hanson, Dunning, Stajuar, and Oakey refractors. 3 packs to go. Good luck, guys. We'll see some good color come out. I don't know if we can top 2 golds. Maybe we can get a red or a super still. Allen, Corey, Hensman, Otto, Danner, Melendez, Lutz, Pearson, Houck, Smith, Waddell, Soto, Gurriel, Reagans, Guerrero. Patient was upside down. Becerra, Tucker, Dalton Jeffries, Dalbec, and Greer. Paper. Wright, Canning, Hall, Lothar. Here's a Lothar. Silver. Camera's acting up now. 319 out of 499. Heatherly, Stratman, Hawk, and Brandon refractors. Royce Lewis, Gore Camposano. Here's Blake Hunt for the Padres. Another Padres hit. Blake Hunt's a base auto. Boggs, Cease, Reed, Gerardo, Ibanez, and Stephan. Bunch of paper. Hillman, Ward, Ray, and Rutherford. Nice spot for the Padres tonight. Congrats. Is that all? You got all 3 guys who have autos in the product, right? Or is there another guy? D.L. Hall, Bukowskis, McKay, Fairchild, Doyle, Harrison, Netzer, Hira, Schmidt, Hunt, Alonso, Toussaint, Acuna, Colomb, Allard, Kirtley, Puckett, Rogers, Tate, Hayward, and Keller. Rest here's paper. Ernie Clement, Kramer Robertson, Scherf, and Cease. Here's Jacob Gonzalez, silver paper. If you were with us on the break, the first break we did of this stuff, the very first box, like the 3rd pack in, we got his base superfractor. 229 out of 499. Adele, Gore, Faedo, and Peterson refractors. Austin Beck, and here's Kyle Tucker for the Stros. Gold refractor. That is 35 of 50. Bukowskis. Here's Caden Lemons for the Brewers. Base auto. Nani Williams, Tristan McKenzie, Connor Wong, Connor Siebold, and Kevin Newman. Bunch of paper. Hillman's paper as well. Maytan, Williams, McKenzie, and Wong are your refractors. All right, last pack, guys. Good luck. Again, if you want cases, snag my email from down below and send me a message. Freeman, Jimenez, Ramos, Merrill, Sheets, Perez, Walls, Barnes, Elledge, Smith, Lemons, Kaboom, Perdomo, Morgan, Bremer, Rios, Chang, Trammell, Armenteros, Sheffield, and Diaz. Bunch of paper. I'll get your message, and more than likely, I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can, and probably just tell you to give me a call. Pearson, Adams, Busby, Gonzalez, Campusano, Mitchell, Cooper, and House refractors. Jose Taveras, blue paper. 67 out of 150. Moniak. Here's Dalton Jeffries for the A's, purple. 131 out of 250. Royce Lewis and Brent Rooker. And for the Mets, David Peterson, rounding out the last hit. Nope. Wasn't even in screen. It's a base auto. Don't go anywhere yet, guys. We're going to run through all these and recap the low numbered and the good names on the base, colored, and refractors, and then all the autos. Halliday, Gutierrez, Manning, Diaz, and Thompson. Bunch of paper. Siebold, Newman, Alonso, and Toussaint. So notable color. I got sausage fingers, not magic fingers. Kyle Tucker, gold. Cole Brannon, black printing plate. Jake Berger, silver. Gleyber Torres, insert refractor. Brendan McKay, green paper. Of course, now it doesn't want to focus in. Derek Jeter, draft history refractor. Desmond Lindsay, gold. Austin Beck, silver. Joe Adell, purple. David Peterson, base. Caden Lemons, base. Blake Hunt, base. Brian Miller, refractor. Kevin Merrill, gold. Zach Kirtley, base. Blaine Enlow, green. Drew Waters, base. Jeter Downs, base. Cole Brannon, refractor. Riley Mahan. Brian Miller, the blue Marlin there. J.J. Matijevic, base. Morgan Cooper, base. Campusano, gold wave. Jake Berger, purple. Keston Hira, base. Joe Perez, blue wave. Joe Perez, refractor. Brendan McKay, base. Ernie Clement, base. Busby, base. Doyle, base. Mackenzie Gore, base. Kevin Merrill, base. DL Hall, blue. Kevin Smith. Lincoln Hensman, purple. Hagen Danner, base. Caden Lemons, refractor. And Ryan Valade, class of 2017. That rounds it out. All right, thanks, love it. Justin, lunch made. Pleasure. Buckets. Have a good night, guys.